Which of my impressions on my channel is your favorite so far, if you'd like to see them? I will have to watch them real quick and we'll let you know in this video, because I'm recording it and gonna finish recording it later so I can splice audio in whenever the fuck I want. Now that I've actually gotten a chance to sit down and look through some of yours, the one I really looked through was the Disney Impressions video. And the one I'd have to say impressed me the most, and the one that I liked the most out of all of them, was your one for Basil of Baker Street from the Great Mouse Detective. It was actually pretty close to the original voice actors. Now, yes, I could tell there was some subtle differences and nuances between the voices, but that's to be expected with a lot of impressions and impressionists out there. Now, one of my big issues that I saw with your impressions throughout the video, and this might be something you want to work on if you intend to be an impressionist, to be a voice actor or something of that sort, is that all of your bassy voices, instead of becoming bassier and bassier and bassier, but yeah, instead of really getting more bassy, all you really did was add more rasp. And that could be an issue, because then a lot of your bassier impressions all ended up sounding really the same for a majority of the time that you were doing them, because they all just sounded like a very raspy voice. Which this early in the morning hurts my voice. Have you ever watched a show called Reboots? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Oh my god, Reboot! Back when I was a teenager! Shit, that show was awesome. The computer graphics, you compare them to nowadays, they're horrible. But when it first came on, I loved Reboot to death. It was an awesome show. Who do you like better? Keith David, who's famous for the voice of Goliath and Gargoyles. I think it just came. Or Tony J, who's famous for the voice of Megabyte from Reboot. And George Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, since they both have really distinctive bass voices. Oh, dude, I don't know. You've got freaking Keith David, who did Goliath, who was a fantastic character from that cartoon, and his voice has just got that rich tone that just hits your balls when he talks. I'm sorry, it does. Man, that sounds gay, but I don't care at this point. And he did Dr. Facilier, or however you pronounce it, the Shadow Man, and the Shadow Man was a fun character. Then you've got the man Tony J from Soul Reaver and from Hunchback of Notre Dame doing Frollo. I have to say, I like them both equally as voice actors, but character-wise, I have to go with Frollo because of the song Hellfire. I'm going to try out wrestling on the independent circuits and was having trouble on what names I should start out with. Which one do you think I should use first? Bombardment? Wannabe Gangster Gimmick? Jawbreaker? A sort of mix on the Ultimate Warrior and Undertaker? Or Boomstick Pete, basically my version of Mick Foley's character, Cactus Jack, with a bit of a nerdier personality. Boomstick, because it refers me to Boomstick545, a very good old commentator who you'd have to look up his videos, and he actually was really good at what he did. If you had to pick one person to write an MLP episode at least once, who would it be? I don't want to see Stephen King. I want to see Stephen King write an episode of My Little Pony. And you can obviously guess why, because you know how awesome that would be. What are your thoughts on the Molestia and Fall of Equestria Tumblr pages being taken down? I couldn't care one way or another. I find it really pathetic that fans are as anal about shit like that, but then again, I've never been a fan of rape jokes in the first place. Yeah, I know, call me out on it, go ahead, I'll call myself out on it. But kid, you did the whole Baxter the Mongoose and Realm Wars jokes a while back. Yes, I did. I never have said I've been free of hypocrisy, ever, in my life. Because we're all fucking hypocrites and we all make mistakes. But I never kept up with the Molestia or the Fall of Equestria Tumblr pages, so I don't really have one opinion one way or another, really. Would you agree that in the 80s, with cartoons and various media that were designed to sell manly toys like He-Man, Thundercats, and G.I. Joe were shameless Macho Man cockfights between toy companies? I would agree. I definitely would agree. H.P. Lovecraft or Edgar Allan Poe? H.P. Lovecraft, because Cthulhu saves the world. Are you more into the high fantasy of Lord of the Rings or the low fantasy of Conan the Cimmerian? I'm more into the Lord of the Rings aspect, in all honesty. I'm not as much into the Conan the Cimmerian, but I do get into things like the Legend of Drizzt, the whole Drizzt franchise, the whole Drizzt series. I do get into that as well. What is the secret to life? Eat, drink, fuck, for tomorrow we die. That in 42. And thanks for all the fish. You once said that Adventure Time was one of your favorite cartoons airing today. Who are your favorite characters in that show? I haven't kept up with it as much as I should, as much as I did like Adventure Time, but Jake is one of my favorite characters. Definitely Jake is one of my favorites, along with the Fire Princess. God, Fire Princess is fucking awesome. She really is. Have you thought about making a fact video description just so you don't have to run into repeat questions? Making a fact video about my channel, such as a channel trailer? I've thought about it, but I haven't ever gotten around to really doing it. What is my channel about? Because right now, my channel is really up in the air about what it's about. Right now, it's about me talking about random shit when the itch decides to hit me to talk about something. That's what it is. I don't really know. I haven't thought about what I could do for a fact or a description video for my channel. I really haven't thought about it. It's an idea, though. What about my movie reviews do you like that make you to subscribe to my channel? I'm just curious is all. Originally, I subscribed to your channel because I thought you actually did go into a good amount of detail. I thought you actually paid attention to what you were talking about, and you actually had good, well-done research, and you were knowledgeable about what you were saying, and that's what I enjoyed. You weren't the common cookie-cutter reviewers of the internet that just go, well, Nostalgia Critic did it, so I should do it too! You actually take care, and you actually cared and enjoyed, and seemed to have excitement about what you were talking about and actually gave it your all. Have you seen any films by Mamoru Hosoda, such as The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Summer Wars, and Wolf Children? If so, what are your thoughts on them? Wolf Children I have seen, but I can't remember as well. I have not seen The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. I've heard about it and heard it was actually really good. But Summer Wars, oh my god! I have seen Summer Wars, and that was a fantastic one. I really liked Summer Wars. I was expecting something completely different when I sat down to watch it. In all honesty, because the art style and the way that everything seemed to be built up seemed to be like just a feature-length Digimon movie that we were actually hoping would have been what the original Digimon movie was. But Summer Wars was really fucking good. What are your thoughts about Blows Himself Up Dude, aka Bronco Eric and Ben the Looney? I've been asked to do, over the past couple years when I was doing commentaries, I've had people ask me constantly to do commentaries on Bronco Eric. And I've checked out his videos, and I will have to say I am not a fan of Bronco Eric. I do not like his movie reviews. I think he's way too slow in what he's trying to say and way too caught up in himself. Much like Ben the Looney's caught up in himself, and really just someone who, in all honesty, at this point, due to the backlash, I think he's a lot more doing things just to try to continue getting backlash. I don't know. I never really cared for either one of them. And with that, everyone, holy shit, that's 41 sets of questions done. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. By the time I get this finished recording, I have now 1,670 subscribers. So, thank you, everyone who subscribed to me. Thank you for coming and watching my videos. Thank you for enjoying them, leaving comments, leaving feedback, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Thanks, just in general, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I've said before in the past, it's not my purpose for making videos. My purpose for making videos is not to gain subscribers. Subscribers are icing on the cake for what I do. I just enjoy making videos. I enjoy putting my opinions out there, putting my thoughts out there. And in the future, if you want me to make a video on something in particular or something in specific, leave a request. I know I have not done the best in the past couple of months of doing requests and fulfilling requests, but I'm going to try to keep up with that a little bit more coming in the future. I'm going to try to do so. But with that, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A. I hope you enjoyed the random game footage that I'm going to put into this just to have something to watch while I'm talking. But yeah, here's to the future. It only took me, what, 2.5 years to get to 1,670 subscribers, so in another 2.5 years, I might break 3,000.